кача по тисині, плине кача по тисині.
I think we can slowly start. I would like to welcome all those who are already connected. I see that we have many different countries, so to say, represented with their organizations. I'm very happy to see many friends. I can only say, to start with, that we have a good tradition in coming together in December to finish the year and to have a chat together, exchange our experiences, perhaps also our feelings, and see what we are going to do next year. We had, in my understanding, a very successful year 2024. We had a marvelous conference and meetings and excursion in May in Tirana. I hope that our friends from Tirana can join us also later, because they have really become friends. We had then in August our conference and our meetings in Piestani. That was quite an interesting experience. It was hot and we had many visitors. They were called mosquitoes, and we had all the crowd from Dana, from Prague. It was wonderful. And now we have good news from Dana, because I heard from her that her leg is getting better and better every week. So, hi Dana, right? You are getting better and better. She's already walking quite a lot, and she's continuing giving her courses to trainers and to other people who want to learn from her how you train your brain. I can also tell you that among our successes in 2024, we were very present at the NGO Committee on Aging at the United Nations in Vienna. We had two major events. We had a side event at the sitting of the Commission for Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice. And that was very, very successful. We were seen all over the place. And the leading organization of this event, together with 30 or 35 other organizations, the leading organization was Eurag. We produced a publication, a small publication, just recently, and that was also in the hands of Eurag. It is finished by now, and I will send it to all the members of Eurag so that they can get an impression of how we stand at the United Nations in Vienna. Another event was the conference at the date of the International UN Day of Older Persons at the end of September. The International Day of Older Persons of the United Nations is called IDOP. And for IDOP 24, we organize another conference. There also, we are going to produce a publication, and we will share that with you later. As for the planning for the next year, 2025, we have from Eurag the next conference in Riga, together with our General Assembly. But before I go to that, I would like to thank very much our friends in Albania for all the efforts they have made to receive us, to be admirable hosts, to show us around and to set up a setting which was very, very successful. The same goes to those who have prepared and organized Piestani, our Slovak friends, with all the arrangements, the boat tours on the lake, etc. And Dana, of course, who was very busy in bringing her people to that place and to have chosen it in the first place, because it was at a very, very comfortable price and quite an experience. The same thanks go now to our friends in Riga, of course, and we are looking forward to the pleasure of being in that city after many, many years. Beautiful Baltic country and city. That will be at the end of April. And then our French friends have already invited us to come to Paris in October. Also for them already, thank you very, very much, Monique, and please distribute these thanks to your colleagues as they're all involved. We shall have at the end of January a preparatory meeting, not of all the members, but of those who are involved in the preparation of the Paris meeting. That means Monique, Françoise, Dana, of course, me, and whoever is involved. So we take the time to be early in the preparatory work, and we will share the outcome with you later in February. So that was for startup. And I must say, I'm personally very, very happy that we have today this online meeting. It is a good tradition, and whenever we can't come together regularly in person, we made in the past the experience that this is a good solution to keep contacts and be involved so the family meets together. We don't eat together, but at the end we will have a cup of tea or coffee or a glass of wine. And now we start with the program of today, and I hand over to Dana. Dana, please take the floor and make the arrangements so that everybody can contribute.
Good morning, everybody. As Monique, I would like, before I start, to tell you that May from Ireland is not supposed to be with us until 11, and she was afraid if you can let her in.
I don't think it's a problem to get in. There's no time to get in specifically, but okay.
Yeah, is it
Worst
okay?
time, worst if she
She's
doesn't come,
coming.
succeed,
Yeah.
she can call me. Yeah, okay, no problem.
Excuse me. Yeah, I will. I have to. Okay, outside. I will start immediately.
It's like that,
So, all right.
Galina, how are the cows?
So I I needed to get rid of my telephone. So I am
The
not.
cows are pretty well and we're happy, and we expect the kids, the calves, to appear at the end of February.
Great.
Дата рождения?
So
Yes,
again, I will start.
Explain a little more. Some people don't know what it is.
Yeah, so we will come to Ukraine soon. So, but actually, everyone got the message about the cows shortly after our meeting in Piestany. So I am not absolutely positive that the Albanians are with us. Monique, do we have?
Вот это meeting.
Is Albania with us?
3-6 цифри. Дивіться, от это не рекорд.
I don't know. Wait a minute. If somebody from Albania is here, I'm not sure.
3-6-3.
Can
Let
everybody
him
who
coming.
is not
No, I'm not sure. No.
No.
Okay.
everybody who is not
Цифри.
speaking, close their microphones. Otherwise, we
Thank
have a
you.
lot of
Yeah.
noise.
Noise, background noise, yes. So, Spetim is not with us.
Читам тут.
I don't think so.
It doesn't look like. All right. Belgium. Arlet is sending
Я
her
то
best.
red laikam, bet danas steina runā.
Turn off your microphone.
Redzes.
Oh.
Reko. Tereza mačka.
Girls from Latvia, turn off your microphone. Good to see you. So Belgium, Arlet is sending her best regards and Merry Christmas to all of you. But she is in Den Haag today, having some professional meeting there, so she couldn't be with us. So A, B, C, D, where we are now. Estonia, no. Finland. Siri was hoping that she could be with us, and if she is not with us, Monique, Siri is not with us.
No, I don't think. I suppose she would react.
So I am supposed to deliver her big thanks to Rosemary. Rosemary Kurtz, she is with us, I know. Rosemary sent a very interesting article to her magazine about memory training for the minorities living in Finland. And
and I must tell you that my organization, which I am representing, the very big organization from Graz, Albert Schweitzer Institution, attends the meetings, and it's very happy to be with you.
Yeah, but did you listen to me? Siri Jackson from Finland is sending big thanks to you for that article that you sent. And she wanted everyone to know that she is so grateful that your article appeared in her magazine. So,
Thank you.
Now I think that we are already coming to Hungary. Am I right? No, I skipped Czech Republic. Excuse
Yes,
me.
exactly. And
No,
Austria.
no Hungary. No, not
Hungary.
yet. Czech Republic. Czech Republic. I skipped my own country. So what is going on here is that I am, after 12 years, I decided to finish my, my term in Prague Senior Council, because I still have 3 more organizations, and which is the Active Aging and Center of Lifelong Learning, then Czech Society for Memory Training, and Eurag. So these are the organizations that I am still, busy with. And after 12 years, I decided that I have to get rid of at least something, and it was the Senior Council. But it doesn't mean that they are no more members of Eurag, the Czech Senior Council, the headquarters. And Miloš Weiss is the representative of the headquarters, Czech Senior Council, and he deeply apologizes that he can't be with us today because he has some other engagements. So now, Gabor, it is your floor.
Well, thank you very much. But I don't want to come first, because there are, I think, 2 other countries, Austria and Germany. They are before
But
Hungary.
I can't. Yeah, I started with Albania, and I didn't. Yeah, I skipped Austria, so you see
Yes.
that today I am disorganized.
Yeah.
So we are.
Sorry,
I
Dana.
know.
No, thank you, Gabor. And
Okay.
we should. I don't know if Elizabeth is with us because she
Yeah,
would
I'm
like probably
here.
to. Oh, you are.
Yeah,
all right.
because I didn't get the link, so I did it the other way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, very good. So we are going back to Austria, and we will go back once again to Rosemary after. But now we got you, Elizabeth, and you probably would like to tell us something about social platform because you represent now Eurag in social platform.
Yeah, the
So the
social
floor is yours.
Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry, I'm not late. It was just a problem getting the link. Well, nevertheless, I'm here and I'm relieved. The social platforms, there's a lot of activity going on, but most of the social platform topics are about young people, about equal pay, about integration, but not about the older age. The only very useful information I found, once not too long ago, there was an online meeting, and this was about the getting older, the future of getting older. And there were two models introduced. One is called in German Smart Demenz. It was just clever dementia in homes or in houses where people who are suffering from dementia, they all live together and there is no lock-in. All the doors open with sensors and they have the freedom of moving around in this house and they're independent. The only problem starts when they want to get to the front door and leave the house. So there is an alarm then and somebody is following them. But they can even cook themselves, although there's a security code on the oven and there's somebody who has to help. On the other hand, they're moving around freely without any blocking. And this is the future of homes for smart, called smart dementia for people living in homes. And there's already one model in Germany where they live like that, and it seems to work. So they also showed pictures, which was quite interesting. And the second model is for then there's a problem with animals in older people's homes because a lot of older people have got their dogs and cats and how they can take them along. And as long as they don't live alone at home anymore, something has to be done. So there is a model also of integrating pets in older people's homes. And the next problem was, or model was introduced from Berlin. There is a house for homosexual men mainly, but also some lesbian women, but the majority are men, because those people are always outsider in our society. And so they created a home for them, but they are not supported by people, but they can live in their apartments, and there are different sizes of apartments, smaller ones, bigger ones, where they can live together with their partners, and everybody in the house helps together. That means some can't go shopping anymore, so the neighbors do the shopping for themselves, and this is all supported by the government or this city government in Berlin, and this is a reality for also groups which are not that integrated in our society. So they have apartments from 30 square meters to 80 square meters. And this seems to work very well. And this is a vision for the future. And then there was also someone talking of who was responsible for the age platform. And they said we have to foster aging, we have to promote it, we have to make the society aware of older generation, and they want to integrate artificial intelligence to these groups to make the individual more autonomous, empowered, potent. And in Australia, there is already home residential care where there is artificial intelligence used or integrated, and this is yeah, and they are more monitored by, supervised by, well, monitors by machines in Australia, in this model home, or yeah, who are in residential care. But of course, the problem in Europe is, are these systems allowed and permitted? Because this is very, well, very dangerous, more or less, because supervising them with machines, with screens, it's like Big Brother is watching you. But this was just introduced, and it makes it easier, and it saves personnel because there are not enough people working in this respect, and it's difficult to find people to support us as carers. So this was more or less the only interesting part that I found for our group, because all the other topics are in social media, social platforms, mainly for younger people, attracting younger people, equality, equal pay, outsiders, integration of maybe refugees. This is still a topic, but this was the only one that is interesting for our group.
Thank you, Elizabeth, very much. We have one member, Petra Vucemilovic from Croatia, and she is actually having such organization which is monitoring with on the screen people who are living at homes, and who it is saving the personnel, the carers, and if they need help, if on the screen it is apparent that they need something, so the person is, the carer is sent there. So thank you very much. We have something like that also in the Czech Republic. And now I am starting again, really according the alphabet, because I skipped also Denmark and France and so on. So I am starting completely again from A. And I am asking if Shpetim Kami arrived or not. No. Monique?
No,
he is
no
not with
Shpetim.
us, because I
No.
also wanted to hear from what is going on in Albania. All right.
No.
So we
No.
are going back to, thank you so much, Elizabeth, and we are going back to Rosemary from Austria.
Yeah, hello. I'm very happy to be with you, and I'm sitting here with my damaged right knee. Again, I had a very hard time to get this knee in order again, and it was very funny. I wasn't falling down because I was aging, but I was running after a bus. I just wanted to catch a certain bus. Whoa, 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 coming on, and then I slipped. That's it. And I think in 1 month's time, I'm white again without a stick or anything else. That's about me. About my organization, you know, GGZ, Geriatric Gerontology Institute from Graz, which is a very, very big organization with 10 different senior establishments, and with all the things older people can use to get healthy again, so they can stay at home, even if they have some difficulty. So I will be very, very happy if you would take notice that I'm Rosemary Kurz, of course, very important, but much more important is the organization which is sending me to you, and they will be very happy to be noticed. That's one thing, and the other thing is that the discussion was hearing me about all the migrants and being looked after, and all the migrants having a memory training. And I found out that in Austria, I'm very happy that you, Elizabeth, are listening, that Austria doesn't have anything about this very important issue. And that I stay with Eurag very, very long. I remember a Berlin session of Eurag, and they were doing older migrants in their difficult situation in their new homes. And this was about 25 years ago. So I think it should be in all the countries where there are migrants with different languages should talk about memory training and what it's about. And so I think, Dana, it will be a great thing for you. All the articles and all the things you can listen to in a video, you will find very interesting things about all the countries of Europe, about what they do with older migrants. The most difficult about this problem question is, I don't like to say problems, that when the older migrants get in difficulties when they're aging, they lose their second language. And just when they are in homes, they just Turkish, they are just Albanic, they are just German. And so to get in connection, and I stated this, get a connection with the education for young serving people coming from these countries, with the question, all the migrants in the country where they get now their education. This would be a wonderful thing. And I think Europe should take on this question. And you can read my article, and then you can find about what it is about. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rosemary, because you just mentioned what I wanted to say, that with migrants from different countries, when they, after the onset of dementia, they are, after a certain time, they are losing the language that they learned, and they actually can work only in their mother tongue. And it is exactly what you said, that the younger migrants should learn how to do memory training with migrants from their native country, because otherwise it is not possible to work them. And it is why I don't think that the Austrian girls from Salzburg, the memory training girls, are with us today, but it is probably the reason why they are not working with them, because they just don't speak Turkish or whatever language the migrants are speaking. It is the reason. So thank you very much. It was very interesting. And I am moving in the alphabet to Denmark. So who will speak? Paul Anker is ready, or Peter?
Oh, I think that we will take it in turns, and we also have Nina. So, Paul Anker, will you start?
Yes, I can do that. Hello, all good friends in Eurag. I agree with Dirk. It's such a nice tradition that the Corona period has created for us to meet one another here at the end of the year. So this is very good. But this friendly atmosphere is very much in contrast to the development of the world around us. And we have to mention that, I think. We're in a period of great turmoil. Climate change and armed conflicts are daily realities we can't disregard. And the situation for the people in Ukraine, Gaza, and the West Bank is unbearable. The Christian message, peace on earth, which is very accurate right now, seems a distant hope, but a hope we still strive for. Times like now, what I mentioned now entails grave danger, but of course also possibilities for development, and we must in our activities try to seize the possibilities. Such possibilities occurs always. For instance, now in the power vacuum in Syria, where the ugly dictatorship of al-Assad is now brought to an end. In these harsh times, we in Global Seniors Denmark are looking forward and welcoming very much the Eurag meeting in Latvia, where we can debate the different phases of loneliness for older adults and strategies of prevention. This is also for us, loneliness, a very important subject. Loneliness. In Global Seniors, we reflect the problem of loneliness through joint activities that can give us an understanding of the development both in our own society and in the world around us. Our activities take place in a good, friendly company, so we avoid isolation and loneliness. We take responsibility for each other and for the development of the world. In the past years, in 24, we have focused a lot on Europe in the world. As an example, we can mention several study trips. We have groups from Global Seniors has been in Bulgaria, we have been in Lithuania, and we have been in Addis Ababa in North Africa. On these trips, we have participated in very exciting meetings with academics, activists, politicians, and organizations, from which we have learned more about ourselves and about Europe. We have spotted new issues and we have nuanced our understanding of the world around us. We have met new, interesting people, exchanged views, and built friendship. All these activities I mentioned here are only possible because we have built up both professional knowledge and large personal networks through our working lives. In Global Seniors, we have also established contacts with national and international organizations with which we share values. For instance, our membership of Eurag, and through Eurag, we have the contact with the Lithuanian Eurag Association, and this has been an indispensable part of our very successful study trip to Lithuania this autumn, where at this the hosts gave us a great insight into the challenge for the elderly and for Lithuania in Europe. So we are very thankful, and it's very giving this contact. In all modesty, this is our contribution to reduce loneliness and to build a better world. Let me end by wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Global Seniors. And also, I forgot to mention one activity where we cooperate with Palestinians in Denmark, but maybe Nina can tell you some words about that cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul Anker. So is Nina with us?
Nina, yes.
I'm here.
Oh, good.
Good morning, everybody. And from me also, a very best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a more peaceful New Year. Peaceful for all of us in all ends of the world. And with the hope that we will get to know each other better and actually would accept that living together and accepting differences is really important for the future. But yes, Paul Anka said I should say a little bit about our new activities. We will be hopefully explaining a little bit more in detail and with some pictures when we meet in Riga. But we have been having a Middle Eastern group for quite a while in Global Seniors, which means that we have been studying and in our usual way inviting people to come and give talks, been reading books and explaining to each other and studying quite in depth various countries in the Middle East to understand what is going on, because after all, Middle East is very close to Europe. And we are very close to each other's history and should know much more about each other. So what we have done now is not just to study books and go there to visit. There was a group who actually were visiting Palestine and were in Bethlehem on the 7th of October in 23. So we experienced very firsthand what was happening and how people were reacting in all ways. But we have also now decided to start doing practical activities such as meeting up with a group, the Palestinian Danish Friendship Association, which is based in the same house of the municipality of one part of Copenhagen, where we all hold our meetings in very good facilities. And so we reached out to each other and found out that we should do things together, not just read about each other, but actually we should meet once in a while and we should prepare and cook a meal, enjoy it together and talk while we ate. And also introduce new cultural activities. So last time, which was the first time, we had some poets who came and read their poetry. And we are going to have other kinds of cultural activities combined with the intellectual activities. So we will try to work on emotions, not only intellectual activities. And I think that gives a good basis for friendship. And we enjoy sitting and spending time together. And in that way, whatever frightening for some, because they haven't been so much and less frightening and more understandable. And also it's nice to enjoy different things of each other's lives and have a laugh together. So I think that friendly activities are very important, not only for them, having relatives who are all being bombed or displaced or whatever they are in the West Bank. It's also a very difficult time for them, so they enjoy being able to share the oil that they have been able to get from the families from the West Bank. So we share it and enjoy it, and in small ways we can help out by supporting people wherever they are and making friendship. I think that's a very important thing, to make friendships and know each other. And that is a very good way of lessening each other's loneliness. But I think all this will migrants in our countries
Виберуть
friends in the
ми
country where you
чужі
are, so
люди,
you feel lonely for
виберуть
that reason. But
ми
if you don't even
чужі
have
люди.
familiar places, it becomes, of course, doubly
Ці не жаль ти, мамко,
so
буде,
I think that is an issue that we have to get because there are many minorities in all of Europe, and that's one of the issues that our Balkan group in those countries is very interested. What are the possibilities and rights of minority populations? And there are really many. I mean, in all
моїм серцю лежав, ти ж серцю лежав.
have any such officially recognized minority populations. But how do we live together in those areas, and how do we live peacefully together? That's a very important and interesting issue, where there is space for everybody. And I'm sure in all your countries there are also minority populations. So how do we get along with those, and how do we ensure that the majority actually knows its own minorities?
So thank you, Nina, very much. I think that it will be the topic for our conference in Riga. That loneliness is not only, among people from minorities, but also among the seniors in major population, and it is getting more and more important how to deal with loneliness of the elderly, because the population is aging generally all over Europe. And so thank you very much. We have in our country, we are having almost 500,000 of Ukrainians after the war started.
Мамко ж моя, не лай мені,
Quite big issue in our country. So I am now
words to add to what
Yes, please.
Nina and Polanka
залаєш
said.
ми
First
в
of
злу
all, we are
годину,
also
залаєш ми
in
в
touch
злу
with
годину.
the Ukrainian house in Copenhagen. Very important connection. We
Сам не
have
знаю, де погину, сам не знаю, де погину.
But I think Polanka could say even more about that. But we have
Ей, погину я в чужім краю,
groups in
погину я в
Russia
чужім
that,
краю.
as far as it is possible, to stay in
Хто ж не
touch.
буде брати яву? Хто ж не буде брати яву?
More and more difficult. And then I want to say
Ей,
to
виберуть ми чужі люди, виберуть
minority
ми.
groups, when they get older, they have problems. In Denmark, they have one advantage. People working in the nursing homes are, for more than 75%, they are from minority groups, so they might find their own language there. So, by that, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you,
Thanks
Peter.
very much.
I have to confirm, when we visited Peter's mother, I could see that they were mainly foreigners working or originally from foreign countries, working in the nursing home. And I asked, how are they dealing with the language? But they were quite good. Peter said that, they were quite, fluent in Danish. So thank you very much. And I am coming now. We know that Estonia is not with us, but France is with us. So girls, how many people from France? I know that we have also these olds up with us today.
Yes.
So Monique, it is your
We
turn
have
first.
we have one a person called Jean Recapé.
It's me.
Yeah, so perhaps you want to talk. I think you are the other one left. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you have two at the bottom of the screen. Our friend Elizabeth Albany, who is from Old Up too.
What's her name? Elizabeth
Albany.
Albany. Okay.
Albany.
So she can. Do you want to begin or Elizabeth first?
No, I will read you the text that we made that Moira made because
Okay. So
she
read
writes
the
better.
text.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Sorry.
Viggo,
Yes, I'm ready.
ringet på døren.
Yes, it's a proposal to Eurag members. We suggest a pilot project that would consist in activating a connection between Hold Up and one or more associations from major member countries, initially started in Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Poland, and Switzerland. The goal is to gain a reciprocal understanding of the lifestyles of elderly people in each country, including their practical, legal, and social constraints and benefits. First steps. 1. Establish these contacts by inviting member associations to engage and help to build these contacts by exchanging the names of contact, emails, and brief details about their association and potential meeting location. Second, assign 1 or 2 members of Hold Up to each contact keen to participate, preferably based on their affinities, especially their knowledge of the country's language and a commonly used language. 3, explore the idea via Zoom meetings. The follow-up would be pursue the idea during the council meeting in Paris in October 2025. Plan a 1 or 2 days or one on-site visit to explore the exchange information more thoroughly. For economic reasons, this visit may be limited to one of the assigned pairs. This visit will result in a written report intended for distribution. So it was a concentrate of the ideas that we built together.
Yeah, Dirk, do you want to have a comment to this information?
Position. Yeah. I think the letter was sent by email, but again, yeah.
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 Dirk, we can't hear you.
The microphone is off. Yeah.
Microphone is on right now. I think we need more time to talk about that, and this time is not available right now because we have many people who want to take the floor. But the best thing is we examine that paper very carefully during our next meeting of the General Council.
Yeah, the main point is to build this idea and to explain and propose it in the October Council next year.
Yeah, we can have a first glance on it in the general meeting in Riga. So we can prepare for Paris.
Yes, I know. But at that time, I think that Moira will be able to be there.
Okay.
So my comment is that it is not so easy to get member organizations from such countries like Spain, Portugal, Italy, because I don't know how to say it. They are not so much interested to be involved in international work. It is my impression, because we have tried so hard with Dirk for so many years. And we, as you can see, we have not achieved too much in this respect. So these are the ideas, but the implementation is much more difficult than it could appear. Now I am Monique, did you want to say something about
wait a minute.
grants?
What about Elizabeth Aubeny? You want to speak?
No, thank you to give me the percentage. Give me oh, I am very bad in English, so I am now only hearing you. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
No
Okay,
problem.
thanks for.
Next time I will prepare some words. But now I prefer only hear you.
Okay, wonderful. So thanks for attending the meeting in any case. Okay, I don't want to take too much time. I just want to say that coming back to Christmas, that the impression I have here, but French people are known for liking holidays. It's funny because I'm always in European projects, and yesterday somebody told us, "Oh, you French people, you just come back on the 7th of January. You take 2 weeks off." And I don't know. I was a bit astonished, but it's the impression French people give on to other countries. I don't know. So that we take too much time for holidays. But anyhow, it's true that in Paris everything is decorated. Not everything, perhaps less than last year. I don't know. But we always have this Galerie Lafayette and all this Printemps and all the big shops who are decorated. And in some town halls, like Mairie, in some parts of Paris, you have Christmas trees. The only problem is it's touching a little bit politics, because some arrondissements of Paris don't want to have a Christmas tree because of all kind of reasons, and some parts of Paris have Christmas trees. So there you begin to see the influence of politics into everyday's life. And I don't want to speak now about politics, and I think that in Eurag, we should be on the side, like for Ukraine, for instance, we should be on some side. I don't know how to say it, because what about the Russian? So in fact, we don't want. I don't want to say the other word which is missing here is Israel, but we cannot be into politics. But that's a subject for Dirk, how to harmonize everything, and how to harmonize Christmas trees and people who don't believe in Christmas and things like that. But anyhow, French people continue to have the tradition of taking vacation. So for the new year. Good. That's all for me.
Thank you, Monique, very much. I can see what you are, trying to not to beat around the bush. I think that it is also a matter of respect, of the national traditions, and that we should appreciate that people are able to have respect to the national traditions, and Christmas definitely belong to that part of our life. So I am now coming to G, and because the only German is Dirk, so I am giving you the floor.
Thank you very much, Dana. First thing to Monique, I'm happy to say not Merry Christmas to you and to my friends, etc., but just enjoy the holidays. At the end of the year, and at the beginning of the new year. Make it as joyful and as happy as you can. Everybody has different connotations according to religion, according to social environment, etc. But happy holidays is a good word. Monique, right?
No problem. You know what? I've been the one who has put a Christmas tree in the entrance of my building. And what else did I do? I bought a Christmas tree in paper, you know, the ones, very nice ones you can have every year. And I think, and I'm going to, yeah, anyhow. But no, I'm more and more for traditions because that's the only lightful thing in most people's lives at the moment. So if tradition can bring something lightful, it's only positive.
Okay,
Whatever.
thank you.
In fact, we should have all the traditions together, and then we would have more lights.
Yeah. Well, we have the tradition of meeting each other and together.
good.
That is already a very good thing. I can only tell you, while Monique talked about politics or not, avoiding politics in our conversation, I can only say it is also an economic matter. And Christmas started in Germany and in Austria in October. In the magazines, wherever you went, to sell whatever you can sell and how to motivate people to buy as much as they can. It's a little bit off-putting, but okay.
Yeah,
So
it's like the Black Friday, which is beginning to be a Black Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc.
It is, yeah. I would like to inform you about a couple of other things. I started this morning by informing you about our program this year and our program next year. And I talked a little bit about our role in the NGO Committee on Aging at the United Nations. But there are other aspects too. The first, which I would like to mention, is that in the future, Dana, I'm under A. Because I now live in Austria.
It is what I wanted to mention, that now you are living in Austria. We know it. But you see that our German members are not coming to our Zoom meetings. So that's why I take half of Dirk as German and half as Austrian.
Well done, well done, well done. What made me move, among other things, is that I still lecture at the University of Linz and at the University in Graz. In Graz, for example, I have a course which deals with social work with older persons in precarious living situations. This is a very well-attended course, and people are very happy to talk about that, especially the young ones who say, we do not know too much about the older persons. We know our grandfathers, if we are lucky, our grandmother, but we do not really understand what is their situation, living situation is all about. So they are very eager to hear about that. And I must say they write excellent papers on this issue. That is one thing I wanted to mention. The other thing which I should inform you about is where do we stand with our representation at the Council of Europe? The fact is by now that because we were not present over years in Strasbourg at the Council of Europe, we lost our status, our consultative status at the Council of Europe. So we have to rebuild it. We have to submit a new application, and we are in the process of doing so. I think that at our next meeting in Riga, we can talk about progress in this matter. And Peter will be our representative, and we will go as soon as possible, and when it suits well, together to Strasbourg to talk to the relevant people at the Council of Europe. It is an important issue, and but we are on a good road. Well, that is what I wanted to add to what I said in the morning. You will receive, all of you, right now, one publication of a conference which we did, and later in January probably a publication on the IDOP, the International Day of Older Persons of the United Nations, and it concentrated also on the fact of loneliness and marginalization of older persons, and what are the consequences, not only individual, but for society at large. A pretty interesting thing. So that's all I wanted to say, to keep it.
Thank you very much, Dirk. And now Hungary is getting its floor.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everybody, and good morning. First of all, I'd like to pass the best greetings of Eva, the president of the Years for Life Association, who tried to join us at the end of the session, but the association has its last meeting this morning. Also Christmas and welcome each other. Now there are many programs going on parallelly with ours. So that's why, unfortunately, she cannot be here, but I'm representing the association and ask her what to say. So we harmonized what I want to say beside what I personally would like to say. So first of all, the association has had a very good and important year. We are 35 years now. The association was established in 1989. So I think in the life of a civil organization, as you know, that the Eurag is more than 60, so it's almost double as our organization, but still 35 years, it's a lot, and very, very, very difficult to keep up financially and management and programs. So you know that it's extremely difficult. Luckily, this was a very, very good year, and the association managed to have a fund to run many programs under the umbrella program, which is called Active Aging. It's a national program, and the association has been one of the major participants of this program. And the 800 clubs of the association managed to organize more than 20,000 programs in Hungary in 1 year. These programs cover all kinds of cultural programs like dancing festivity or happy dancing or Nordic walking or tours, but also our new baby is the memory training all over the country with those students who were who were educated, of course, by Dana. And this year, this is the second topic, we managed to participate in those wonderful Eurag meetings in Tirana and Piešťany. Thank you for the organizers again, and also for you, the Eurag leaders. And then Dana and Peter and Pavel came to Budapest, and they hold the second very successful memory training. Again, another 30, around 28 actually, persons got the paper, the proof that they are sort of prepared for doing memory training. I'd like to go to the topics Dana asked us to talk about. Well, Christmas also in Hungary has a very important cultural message. Now is 20th of December, so everybody is preparing, buying the trees and cooking and buying the sweets. But of course, there are other cultures which do not celebrate Christmas at this time. Of course, there is a strong Jewish community in Budapest who have Hanukkah, and there are the Eastern community like the Ukraine or Russian community who have sort of Christmas on the 6th of January. And there are communities who do not have Christmas at all. But I think this is a European tradition that in a liberal idea, Leben und Leben lassen, we don't bother the others' ideas, we accept the differences, and we try to be nice to people who are thinking about our values in a different way. And this is a point where I would like to refer a little bit about the Palestinian issue. I am very happy that, of course, people are helping everybody who are victims of a terrible war, who are innocent, like children, women, adult people. It's terrible. War is always terrible. But there is one point I'd like to mention, and I'd like to ask everybody who is talking to Palestinian movements, that the basis of the conflict is that there are movements and countries who do not accept the right of Israel to exist. And I wrote this comment on the Facebook when the UN organization collected money for the Palestinians. And I wrote that I'm happy to support those who are victims of the war, but please, Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas should stop asking the right of Israel to exist, and the war will be over in 1 minute. And please don't teach the children, Palestinian children, from the age of 2, 3, that Israel should not exist. Hate the Jews. I saw these diaries and books, and I think this is absolutely terrible. And there will be no peace if this will be not changed. So this is more complicated than just support Palestinians or Jews or whatever. This should be changed. And I don't see Iran or Hezbollah or Hamas wants to change. And of course, this is also the problem with our poor Ukraine friends. It's very easy to say, my prime minister says every day that peace should be. Of course, peace should be, but not at the price of giving up everything in Ukraine. So unfortunately, politics is around us, and I really appreciate Eurag as an important association which tries to collect people from both sides and to appreciate each other's ideas based on this value that we have to accept the other existence. I think this is actually the message of Christmas too, that we have to accept the other. Unless if the other wants to kill me, it is difficult to accept that position. So sorry for this maybe too deep and long political comment, but I think sometimes we should not be naive about what's going on. And we are very much looking for the 2 meetings in this year. We try to be there, prepare presentations in Riga, and we will see what will be the topic in Paris. But naturally, we would like to be there. We try to contribute seriously to the work of Eurag based on our serious work here in Hungary. And of course, going back to the memory training, it's growing. We are trying to get a Hungarian accreditation to the Hungarian program, and we really hope that Dana will be cured and and her energy will come back, and we will be happy to welcome you again in Hungary to prepare for the next memory training. And we wish you all a wonderful Christmas, wonderful Hanukkah, and whatever you celebrate. And you see, Happy New Year. New Year now is accepted all over the world, whatever belief or religion you belong to. So this is wonderful. We try to come together and have a common sense in many ways. So Happy New Year. And at the end of the session, of course, my wine is here on the table and preparing for greeting each other. Thank you, Dana, for the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gabor. I think that it is the most.
Excuse me, Dana, may I say something? Yeah?
Yeah,
Dana?
yeah.
I know that it's not time to Poland, but unfortunately I have to leave our meeting.
Oh, I see. So you should
a
tell
little
me
bit
and I will
earlier.
give you the
Yes,
floor.
and-
All right. So this is, please introduce yourself.
Yes, Aleksandra Waślewska-Title, Association Hippocamp from Poland, and we met in Pieszczany, as you do remember, I think.
Very good. Yeah.
And good morning, everyone. And unfortunately, Grażyna has a viral influence, and she couldn't take part in our meeting. And that's why I represent our association. So, and that's why I have to be in another Christmas. It's a very busy time for us and for all of you, I think. And what about the topic? Yes, the Christmas is very important for Polish families, you know, and this tradition is very deep. And for me, the tradition is important too, and I like this tradition. So you see my Christmas trees, and every year I decorate, and I like it. This year was very busy for our association. We organized a lot of projects for old people and for seniors especially, and especially it were digitally courses, because this is the main problem, in my opinion, in Poland. Is from year to year, the people in our age is more and more, you know, and all European countries. So not everybody can use these smartphones, computers to do something, to use it in contact in the office, the public office. So in our opinion, it's most important to organize this kind of courses for the seniors excluded from this part of life. And another project we organized, it was very interesting project, intergeneration. We visited a lot of secondary schools, primary schools, and discussed about the old age, about what does it mean if we think about seniors. And I think that in the Riga we can we could present the result of this project, and in my opinion, is this very interesting project, because the future for our grandchildren, for our children, is that they should live and work with the people in age more than 60, more sometimes about 70. So this is the challenge: how to organize our life to do it and to how to say to work with these people, to understand these people and something like this. And I think that we could present the result of this project, because I hope that we will continue this project in the next year. And so in the name of our association and Grażyna and my own, I would like to wish you all the best in the new year, and happy Christmas and happy New Year. And I hope we will meet in Riga. We would like to be there with all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I wanted just to mention that we were very pleased that you took the opportunity to come to Piešťany, to cross the border from your own conference in Poland, and that we could meet. And
yes,
we were thinking, we were talking already about a possible conference in Poland in the fall of 2026.
It's possible.
So
yes.
hopefully it will work out. And thank you so much for being with us. I am going back to Gabor, what he said. I think that Eurag community is a type of international community that is actually searching for international understanding on different issues. And because we are having right now, we are having 3 countries that are in the war. Russia, because we have the Russian member, Ukraine, and also Israel. So for us, it doesn't mean that we want to exclude any of our members. We just want to talk about the important issues from the senior citizen point of view. And I think that it is the main role of Eurag. And thank you just being with us. Thank you.
Thank
Best
you very
regards
much,
to
Anna,
Poland.
and once more, all the best for all of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So we are moving in the alphabet to I. And first is Iceland. I think that Gisli promised to be with us. Is Gisli with us?
No, I don't think so.
But he wanted to be, and he said that he will be.
Perhaps he's coming later. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, I didn't see him.
yeah,
No.
because he
Okay.
said that he will definitely be with us. So, all right. So by now we should have Ireland already. May should be with us. Is she here?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
can you hear me?
Good, May. So we
Okay.
are pleased to have you with us.
Oh, thank you. Hello, everybody. This year has been an extremely busy year for me because I'm now the national president of Active Retirement Ireland. And we have over 2,000 members, and, you know, things are working out very well. I'm just back from a bowling tournament in Kerry, in a place called Killarney. I'm sure you've heard of it. And there was 168 bowlers, and there was over 300 people there watching and having a look at everything. So I must say it was extremely successful. So Dana, I have somebody in mind, and I'm hoping that we can go with the memory training in the new year. So
Great.
we'll
It
have a
should be
long
good.
chat about that.
Yeah.
So My husband is not here to say hello to you all today. He's gone off somewhere in the car, and I've had to go out walking on the road because I was going to the chiropodist, and it's pouring rain here and very, very cold. So everything is going good, but I was landed with two big projects. The CEO of our organization is retiring next month, so I have to get a new one. And the lease on our building in Dublin is up, and I have to get a new building. So how the heck that all happened on my watch, I don't know. So really, everything is going well. The organization is really flourishing. And I mentioned the memory training to a lot of people, and they're all very interested. And this lady that I have in mind who might run it is a retired teacher, very clever lady. So I think that you might work with her very well. So I don't know how you feel about that. So anyway, the whole thing is good. And I'm not going to go talking about Israel and Palestine and whatever, because in my organization, we're non-sectarian and non-political. So we had a general election here now, and we've no government at the moment. They're trying to figure out who's going to be with who, because there wasn't a clear mandate from any of them. So it's very interesting. And I happen to know the Taoiseach very well personally myself. He's the Prime Minister. We call him the Taoiseach. So he didn't give me anything anyway, even though he sent me a beautiful card and all that sort of stuff. But these guys are only looking for votes anyway, as you know. So anyhow, I think we're living in a very sad world at the moment. But, you know, every day here in Ireland, you never heard about murders or anything else like that. Every day somebody is dead or being killed by somebody else. It's absolutely awful. So, you know, Christmas is going to be a very sad time for some families. So, you know, we have to keep that in mind here. So anyway, I'd just like to wish you all a very happy Christmas. And what's most important is a healthy 2025. So anyway, Dana, I don't think, unless anyone else wants to ask me a question or whatever, but I'll sign out now and let the next person take over. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much for being with us. I just wanted to say that we are very proud to have Ireland as our member, and especially that the active Irish Association. And the more countries we are having, the better understanding we will have all across the countries about different issues. So it's so good to have you.
And I just want to say that Eva came on the...
I know, I noticed her, so I didn't have a chance to give her a word. So
no, it's just
please, could you, because we already passed G's, that we H. So we are going back to you that you can greet us. Eva is the president of the Hungarian Senior Association.
So first of all, I know that Gábor gave information about Hungarian situation and our organization's activity, so I don't want to repeat it. Just in one word, a summary that we finished a very successful year with our organization, and I really hope that the next year will be such an successful than this was. So I'm happy that I'm here, and I wish you a very beautiful Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you for joining us, Eva. So thank you very much. So Iceland, Ireland, what about Israel? Nobody from Israel? Moti is not with us?
No, I don't see no Moti and not no.
Razi had a bad injury, so
I hope Razi is better. I don't have any news.
Yeah, I don't have either. Yeah, so all right, so thank you. So we can move probably to L. And we have two countries here, Latvia, which and our Latvian organizations, the Riga Active Senior Association, Teresia Makare and Alisa are here. So it is your floor, girls.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Everybody. Do you hear Latvia? Yes, I would like to wish Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to all Eurag members on behalf of the head of Russia, Teresa Matskare. She is present at the meeting, and we are also very occupied now with all preparation for the future coming conference, which will take place in April. And we also await your say information about which day the day of arrival is 23rd of April. So, and it will last for 3 days, but the people who would like to stay longer, please inform us, and we'll do our best in respect to the hotel accommodation. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Alisa. Excuse me for interrupting, but it is why Gisli from Iceland wanted to be here, because he wanted to ask Teresia if there is a possibility to arrange a trip for those who can stay on Sunday, to prolong their stay, that we would, maybe more people would like, and I will send that info out, that we could have a trip out of Riga to see something from your beautiful country.
Okay. Yeah. We'll take care, and your proposition will help us in respect to where you wish to go, what kind of activities you want to take part in.
Thank you.
And also, we would be very glad if you will send us your presentations beforehand.
Till February the 5th, yes. We remember it.
It would be also, we would be really glad to welcome everybody, and we will organize a very interesting just meeting with, it would be celebration of people from our association who has achieved 100th anniversary. And I think it would be very informative and interesting to see, to watch. Yes, as for all other preparations, we are here, and you know our address, and we're waiting for your also information on your part. And we would like also, we understand you would like to see the town also, the tour around the town, maybe to some other places of interest. And we are really very delighted to be able to take to host this event. So, I may tell a little about Latvia now. Latvia is nicely decorated, and our traditions of Christmas celebration are both Christian and pagan traditions we have. And it's not allowed to eat meat on the Christmas Eve. And there are 9 dishes on the menu which do not include any form of meat. So, and Latvia can boast of the tradition of introducing a Christmas tree. So just now, all the squares of Riga are richly decorated and have nice fir trees with decorations. So, small marketplaces are open where you can enjoy something to eat, and also a glass of hot wine.
Yeah.
So, and for Christmas dinner, there are traditionally 12 dishes. Some of them include meat, grey peas, barley, bacon, gingerbread, cookies, and other delicious delicacies.
the Christmas preparations begin with everybody taking care of the place he lives and just throwing out everything old and just making place for new things to buy. Latvians celebrate Christmas on the 25th, but might open presents on Christmas Eve also. And everybody who is presented a present, he should recite a small poem near the fir tree. In Latvia, you can find the beautifully decorated all squares. Every house is illuminated. So it's a pity you can't see it.
Yeah, yeah.
So on the whole, we are waiting you. We are welcome. Would be very delighted to see you in Riga in April. And we are waiting for all your information you can provide us. So
Thank you.
Happy New Year
Yeah.
and Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much, because we have the last conference in Latvia took place in 2013. And then I will never forget when we had the conference in Vienna, our anniversary in Vienna, when the bus of Latvians arrived with all the gifts and dances and costumes, and we were so astonished what you have done. So we have no doubts that this event in Riga will be an unforgettable one. Thank you so much for organizing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are welcome.
Thank you so much. So now I am moving to Lithuania. And we have Virgilia there and Rita. So who will speak?
I will try to speak.
Yeah.
So how we are at the present time. On the one hand, we spend in everyday life like squirrels in their circle. But if we often open information channels, we dive into an ocean of information where we often find not calm waters, but various turbulences. This year, our organization is implementing the project funded by the Ministry of Social Security and Labor Market, which name is Always Active. So we have many older members in different regions of Lithuania who are very active in organizing various events, giving concerts, and communicating. There are issues in administering such a project. In Vilnius, we are interested in and react to various government decisions affecting the interests of pensioners. A new Seimas has just been elected. A new government has been formed in week ago. We submitted proposals to it on such issues that are relevant to us as increasing Lithuanian pensioners' pensions in order to approach the European average level, because our pensions are much smaller than average in Europe. The issue of Pillar 2 pensions is particularly relevant at the moment, because the state in encouraging workers to participate in Pillar 2 additionally supports each participant by adding 1.5% from the average wage every month, and this money is paid at the expense of all taxpayers. It is our problem now, the main. but we are working in this way. Christmas is very important event for all our people. Everyone celebrates it in one way or another way. For me, it is more of a time of sadness and longing. I remember in my childhood Christmases with nostalgia, and I especially miss my loved ones who are no longer with me. If you have a small circle of relatives, then at this time you can also feel a sense of loneliness, and especially at this time of the year. So I wish everyone a pleasant Christmas and do everything to bring more peace and calmness for the whole world. Thank you very much.
I wish Merry Christmas to everyone too. All
Thank
the
you.
best for you.
Thank you, Gerald from Lithuania. I wanted to say that we are also planning an exchange between Lithuanian seniors and Czech seniors for 2026. So it is also one way how to beat loneliness and how to expand our horizons. So I noticed that that maybe we have Svetlana Hansen from Russia, from St. Petersburg with us, but we are coming to you if you are with us, Svetlana, because I have North Macedonia, and I know that that Olga wanted to be with us. Are you with us?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Perfect.
Bonjour,
So
Dama.
it is your
Bonjour,
floor. The
Monique.
floor is yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Eurag people here in this meeting and the others, I have some problem with my video and sorry, I couldn't adjust now. But I'm happy to see your presence here on the screen and to listen how active you have been in the past year. I'm Professor Emerita of Development Psychology and Peace Psychology at the Faculty of Philosophy in Macedonia, in Skopje. This year, I was preoccupied with intergenerational cooperation, much more with my professional psychologist, younger than me, my student before or student now. And three main fields or topic was in my interest, preoccupation this year. The first was this connection with psychology and neuroscience. And I was preoccupied with this psychology of mind and behavior, awareness for consciousness and self-awareness, and also what will be in this 21st century concerning conscience, this morality. The second field or topic of my interest with younger generation, was connected with this queer ideology about gender identity and the problem of the for positive approach, because we have this eruptive self-determination of young generation, try to sell that they feel that they are the opposite gender, for example, even sex. This psychological approach, the sociological, endocrinological, chirurgical transition and after that a retransition, and now nobody is happy, nor the person who try to be in this transition, nor the family, nor the society. This is a big discussion now. And the third field or topic in our preoccupation was concerning peace approach, the search for a new world order, and for a cooperative multipolar system, just to change us the approach we have now. I was listening what you think about and what problem you have with migrant people, the problem in the place of war, but we are also preoccupied here also of all of this. How many celebration we have here and what we celebrate, not only Christmas, especially in December, in January, in winter time, we have every day some saint to celebrate. For example, yesterday was Saint Nicola, the day of the family of my husband. For the family of my provenance was another day. For the other people, each are try to say, to invite us to be guests for the some of these saints' day. And we have also New Year, after we have this old New Year celebration, but celebrate if days, if possible. This is just much more important. Each day is to be celebrated. And in the end, cheers with the juice of pomegranate from Iran, as last year I mentioned it. We have this juice of pomegranate, who is really very nice, and I would like one day you to come and to see, to taste how nice is this. All the best for all of you, and I hope maybe I will be able to see you next year, maybe in Paris, to see what happened with this Notre Dame, because when I was student, I was really near to Notre Dame. From my balcony, I was in the Notre Dame, and I was preparing my exams just in silence inside the Notre Dame or in the garden of the Notre Dame. Maybe, Monique, I will come in Paris, maybe. I would like, but what
Of
will
course,
be,
you have to come, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactement.
We would be very happy to see you there. Yeah. So thank you very much for being with us. And now I am moving to Moldova. Is Veronica Timbalari with us or not? Veronica Timbalari.
No, Veronica. Wait a minute. No, I don't think so.
All right, thank you. And we are going to R, and it is Russia. Can you see Svetlana? I sent her, just a while ago, I sent her the connection again.
Yeah,
because she complained
I
that she had difficulties to connect.
I don't see her, no.
She tried very hard to be with us. She's from St. Petersburg, and it would be very interesting to listen to what she said.
Sure. No, I don't think she's there. No.
Yeah. So she got the new connection. So maybe just watch it if she manages it. So all right. So now we are coming to S. What about Slovakia? I don't think that anyone from Slovakia visits us. They have difficulties with English, so maybe it is the reason. What about Slovenia? Chert Kanoni, the new person who replaced Josica Puhar. Chert Kanoni, you can't see him.
No.
And what about Switzerland?
What do you mean? Whom do you mean? No,
No,
okay.
I mean the girl who was with us in Israel, Eliane Ray.
Okay, no.
No.
No,
She's
Eliana
not
is not
with
here.
us. All
No.
right. So I skipped I skipped the Netherlands, but I didn't hear from Jaap.
Okay. No,
Can
I
you
don't see
Jaap?
him.
No,
I don't see
can't
him.
that
No,
he is.
no, he's not
I
there.
don't think that he is with us. Yeah.
Okay.
So no, yeah. All right. So we are coming also almost to the end of our meeting. Now it is Galina. The floor is yours. Are you still with us?
Yes, of course.
She's there.
Good.
Thank you, dear friends. I'm so happy to see you all. It's a great pleasure to see many friends at once. Christmas is approaching. This year we have, in our country, we have changed the old calendar. And we celebrate Christmas not on the 7th of January, but together with the whole Christian world on the 25th. Of course, this decision was strongly criticized by Russia because we have our own calendar and our own life. Well, anyhow, we are working as before. This morning, Kyiv had been attacked. Unfortunately, we have victims. But we still resist, we still fight, and we still are working for victory. Several days before we celebrated our 25th birthday, we invited our good friends, and not all could come, not all of the invited could come from other cities, but our most reliable friends were with us, and it was very good meeting because 25 years of our activity really was a very interesting period, very intensive work, and very productive work. Now we're finishing a big project. We had training sessions for the staff in the nursing homes all over Ukraine. The nursing homes these days receive more residents from the dangerous zones and from ruined cities and ruined villages. Some nursing homes had accommodated more 50 or 40 residents, and our training sessions were very welcome. These were 2 days training sessions, and we saw that the feedback was very good, very positive. After our staff had conducted these sessions, our volunteers visited these institutions and have very simple, very friendly exercises, physical exercise and mental health exercises with the residents. It's a very interesting experience, and I believe that we need to share this experience with our colleagues in Ukraine. It's really very interesting because we had interviewed staff, and the data are, maybe we'll present some of these data in Riga. And our life goes on. we are still working for victory, and we still are sure that we shall win. And I want to hug you all and wish you very happy Christmas and very happy New Year and very peaceful sky. Good luck to you all.
Galina, thank you so much. And I just want to mention that when we were in Piešťany and you came after after a long time, actually it was the first time when you were present at Eurag meeting, and everyone was admiring what you are doing for the Ukrainian senior citizens in your country when they are permanently living on the battlefield. And it was a proof that everyone wanted to help, and everyone contributed to the cows that you arranged for one nursing home, and it was such a touching situation. And what I am very touched with that act that Ukraine changed the calendar. I think that it is a proof that you just want to belong to Europe, that you want to prove that what you are fighting for your freedom is underlined with all kinds of other acts that are showing what the Ukrainian population wants. And we cross our fingers for your victory, we admire how brave you are. I can see your cat behind you. Very nice. Living with 2 cats and
no, 3. I have 3 cats. I have
now 3.
One more cat. These days so many cats and dogs had been evacuated from the battle zone, and volunteers bring them to other cities and have such a sort of exhibition of fairs, and people come and take these cats. Some cats and dogs had been wounded and stressed, and sometimes they burned. These burns are very heavy, and people adopt these animals and take them home. So now I have 3 cats.
So when the war started, I asked Galina, how are you protecting yourself? Because you are so important for your organizations. We don't want you to experience any injury. And Galina said, oh, it's so easy. I just go to my bathroom. There are no windows. I take my cats and I feel safe there. So Galina, we wish you that you don't have to go too often to your bathroom, to close the door.
I don't go anymore.
We wish you that you will feel safe on normal days in your country, and we wish you peace and Merry Christmas. And now I am giving back the floor to our dear President.
Diana, just a minute. First of all, I think it's important to tell Galina that what Ukraine is fighting for is for all of Europe to have the freedom. And then I want to add to Gabor, very important to take up that difficult issue of the war in the Middle East. But Gabor, you have to be balanced. It is accepting the existence of Israel, but also Israel accepting the existence of Palestinian state. Thank you.
I agree, Peter. I agree, of course.
Yeah. Dirk, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dana. You managed this discussion so well so that we can finish in time, and we heard everybody. And it was not only a pleasure to see you all and to hear what is on your minds and your experiences. It's a great opportunity that we come together from time to time and every December before the holiday season. I have just a little remark to Olga. I listened very carefully to her contribution. And there's one wish which I have for my future life, and that is to follow the invitation of Olga one day, 1 year, whenever, and to sit with her in her garden under the pomegranate trees she's talking all the time about. That is, that's a dream. Well, to
Welcome.
all of you,
Dirk, come this year. Welcome.
thank you, Olga.
Very easy to come in Macedonia and to be our dear guest.
Thank you very much,
Especially
Olga.
for my husband and me. You will see what you will, how you will enjoy and we with you.
Yeah.
Welcome this year,
Okay,
please.
Olga, take good care of your pomegranate trees so that
Are
I see
okay.
them. Well, to all of you, my dear friends, to you and to your families, a happy, quiet last days of the year. Whatever you celebrate, celebrate it with pleasure and in peace, if possible, and then a joyful and optimistic start into the new year 2025. Above all, I wish you solid health, but also confidence into the future. We can build the future, and our task is to make the future better for older persons and their situation. I am proud and happy to continue the work with you for these objectives. Make the situation of older persons in our societies better and to contribute to it. Thank you very much for those who have worked so hard during this year and for those who work so hard for all the events in the future. We are a big family and we have a spirit of family, and that is important. I'm very proud of our organization and of your contributions to it. All the best and be happy.
Плине кача по тисині. Мамко ж моя, не лай мені, мамко ж моя, не лай мені. Ей, залаєш ми в злу годину, залаєш ми в злу годину. Сам не знаю, де погину, сам не знаю, де погину. Ей, погину я в чужім краю, погину я в чужім краю. Хто ж ми буде брати яму? Хто ж ми буде брати яму? Ей, виберуть ми чужі люди, виберуть ми чужі люди. Ці не жаль ти, мамко, будь.